Ugly Truth.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It's the first Ugly Truth of the year.
I know. How are you? What did you do? Where were you at the countdown?
At home.
Counting down.
No, I was watching M Broadcasting System's end of the year music program.
That day?
Yeah.
They finished over like 2
Yeah,
a.m.
they finished at like 2 a.m.
I see.
Yeah, so I was watching that. And,
counting down by yourself?
Yep. I was watching that. My puppy and my mom were fell asleep.
Oh, your mom was
here.
Yeah.
So those two
she's
fell
still
asleep.
here.
Yeah. Those two fell asleep. And, yeah, I counted down. I got a chance to see really awkward interviews because they were trying to kill time. So they tried to kill 10 minutes of time. Well,
10 minutes, that's a long time.
Actually, it was about 20 minutes.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
it's like 15 minutes of time that they had to kill. The MC was, Park Hyung-sik. Also, it was 4 MCs.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking
And,
about.
it was just very awkward because they were just like,
Wait, that was it. Okay.
And Clara, yeah, Clara
okay. Chongjuna, right?
No, yes, Chongjuna was there, and also,
They're random people.
민국's 아빠. 민국이 아빠. 민국이 아빠.
김성주 announcer, right? We can't talk in the New Year's.
No, I was thinking of his kids now. It's so sad because now it's not Yuminsu, it's Yunu 아빠.
Right. It's like
it's
the
so
kids
sad.
is getting much more famous.
Exactly. But yeah, so it was the two teams. It was blue team and white team.
Right.
Clara was kind of like the middle,
right,
neutral one, but they were just very awkward because I could hear that. I could see that Sungkyu had these
the earphone,
the earpiece in, so the director was telling him how much time they had,
right?
And so you could constantly see him like, okay, we're gonna go over, okay, no, it was kind of like, no, shut up, we're gonna talk, no, you shut up, we're gonna talk, no, you shut up, okay, forget it. And so
oh my goodness,
it was so awkward for the last like 10, 20 minutes before the New Year.
Oh my goodness.
And then they were trying to they kept asking for Lee-jeok, for him to come on stage because they wanted to see like an interview with him. He was nowhere on Lee-jeok.
Okay.
And he wasn't on stage, and so like, Lee-jeok-shi, where are you? And then he wasn't on stage. And then they're like, okay, then let's interview the year of the horse idols. And so they were asking all the 9-0-liners, like
my goodness.
And so they're like,
That's
okay, so who's
awkward.
here? Who's here? It was just so like hectic. It was very awkward though. But then the countdown.
But you know what? That's like countdown because it was live.
Yeah.
So people were like.
I mean, normally in the States though, like when you do like, you know.
Yeah, they do the full sets. Of
they're
they're like
ready for it.
Programmed.
Yeah, they
everything.
have the clock on the back. They don't wait until 10 seconds, and they have everything up there. But it was cool though. I had fun.
Yeah,
I had
that's
fun.
good.
Well, so what'd you do?
Well, I had a performance at the first day of New Year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was 3 p.m. So I have to be standby at 12 noon
late,
at least.
At
so
least.
I had to like wake up early, and I was sick. So I went to the emergency room.
Oh no.
But it was closed. Of course, it was closed. Even the emergency room, it was closed.
On
like
New Year's?
it's supposed to be like 365 days open. But at that day, somehow because of the hospital, blah blah blah, the nighttime, the evening time emergency room was closed. So my
kind of defeats the fact that it was.
Or I'm cold, but you know I've been sick.
So you went to the emergency room, but it was closed. So you had to go to another emergency room.
No, I had to go back to sleep because my manager was not available. So I went there by myself, but it wasn't working. So I went back home, tried to get into sleep, but I woke up like, I don't know, like 4 a.m. because I couldn't go to sleep because of a fever. But I did the performance. Yes, I did. But the next day I had another one, but I could not do that. So I told my agency to cancel. I'm sorry for about the audience, but yeah, our PD name is say like, okay, let's start the quarter. It's like too long.
All right, well, we do have a new lineup for today. So what we're going to do is we're going to read our first story, and then we're going to divide you, our listeners. Well, not divide you, but it's kind of like a
A
debate.
team and B team.
Yeah, so it's going to be a debate. So you're going to listen to our first story, and for the remainder of our Ugly Truth today,
This is fun.
you're going to choose A or B. And, I mean, Stephanie and I aren't going to be either. We're just going to tell you guys A or B.
Yeah, or the, yeah. the advice.
And we're gonna give you guys interesting. Well, yeah, we're gonna also give you guys just K-pop CDs.
Oh, okay.
So we have some K-pop CDs for you guys.
All right.
But it's just to kind of up the.
This is a New Year's the new event.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm excited.
Some interesting ways to get you guys more involved into the segment.
Yeah. All right. So let's start.
Listen to the first story.
All right. First one, Kristen from UK. Hello, K-poppin. I always enjoyed your show. Before I start a new year, I want to clean up my mind. So I need your help. I have crush. It's been 4 months already. We had a same class together. Well, I have known him before we have class together. I was so excited that I can sit right next to him and talk to him in person. He also think I'm a nice person and share many interests together. Why am I not made confession to him? He has a girlfriend. They are such a cute couple. I can't even break in, so I try not to thinking about him and find somebody else. But since we see each other 3 times a day in class, I can't just erase him from my head. It's getting bigger and bigger. I was thinking, ... should I just tell him that I like him to clear my mind, or just be a good friend of him to keep this nice peaceful? What should I do?
So this is what you need to do. So Team A,
confession.
Yeah, make your move.
Make a move.
Team B,
don't talk.
Don't say anything.
Don't say anything.
So who wants to be Team A and who wants to be Team B?
Yeah, we need to know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Team A or Team B? Team A, make the move even though he has a girlfriend. Or Team B, and just keep quiet.
Do you have your mind?
Do I have my mind made up?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
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 But it's not A or B.
Well, yeah, of course. We have to be in the middle. But me kind of like, I don't know. Should I say it? Should we have to wait for our...
No, we can say it. We can say it. But it's...
Upload, everyone.
Yeah, start uploading.
Yeah.
So, Team A or Team B? Shall she say she likes him? That's Team A. Or B, just keep to herself.
I have my decision.
I have a lot to say, though.
Well, this happens everywhere. Don't you think? All right. Should I go first?
Yeah, you go first. I have a feeling you and I are gonna have the same idea, but anyways,
really?
okay, you go first.
Okay. Well, maybe people will think that that I'm gonna just step up and say it, but actually no. I will just like keep it friends and maybe like wait until they break up. Yeah, I'll just rather keep a friend, maybe close friend, very close friend. But I mean, if you think that they're a cute couple, why you can just like hang out with other people and also still be friends with him. But if I liked him, I'm not gonna just go for it because that will make me stupid. Like I don't want to get myself in trouble or hurt myself.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my decision.
So it's actually B.
It's actually basically yes.
B. Well, I'm not A or B. Actually, I think I'm really mean in this situation.
What? Say it.
I think I'm mean. What is wrong with me? I think Stephanie rubbed off on me last year, and I've become the bad person.
Oh, you are? Okay, let's change this concept from here.
No, I mean, if you really, really, really like the dude, and you feel that this is not just a fling, because yesterday we had our guest. She's a new rookie. Her name's Haney. She said that she went on a trip to Jeju. She saw a barista in a coffee shop when she was there by herself. She thought he was just so good looking. And then, 2 months later, she went back to Jeju with one of her girlfriends, and they went to the same coffee shop, and she's like, "Oh, why did I like him?" So it was just one of those one thing.
Yeah, just one blink,
Yeah. But I mean, obviously, our listener, Christine, really likes this guy.
Yeah, because
she sees him constantly. Exactly.
3 times a day, 3 times a week. Yeah.
You know what? I'd say turn the flirting on to high mode and see what happens. He might leave her for you.
Yeah, like a close friend, like I said. That was what I meant.
Oh, that was what you meant.
Yeah, but you're not gonna just go say, "Oh my God, I love you."
You don't say you love him. What you do is you start wearing shorter skirts. More revealing tops.
What if that she doesn't have a curve?
Well, you know, there's
You get a push-up bra.
exactly.
It's like, oh, baby.
You know,
Do little arm tilting. It's like, just like,
I start flirting.
get those
Okay,
things
so no,
together.
honestly, there's a drama that I've been watching these days. I'm really behind on it. It's an American drama, and the recent episode I watched, it was all about girls trying to seduce these married men, and they're very good at it.
Okay.
But the reason why they're so good at it was very subtle things. Obviously, if a guy is married or if he has a girlfriend, the relationship creates dullness in the relationship. So let's say if the guy really likes, I don't know, football or soccer or baseball.
And then they kind of...
But obviously the wife or the girlfriend might nag at them for
Right.
it because they're like, oh, why do you watch the game so much? Why do you do this?
Why
why do
do
that?
they like with the like KFC chicken? And
Exactly. So, for the girl who's interested, if she was to take notice to those smaller things, like, oh, did you watch the game last night? You know, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, and then they get into the conversation.
Exactly. So that's a way to flirt with him without directly flirting.
Exactly. Flirtation, you have to be smart. Otherwise, it will
Exactly.
get worse.
Yeah,
because
it'll
you'll be
be
like
worse.
nagging, and talking when no one is listening. But anyways, yeah. Do we have any?
So Tang and Liz are like, OMG, Isak, what happened to you?
I know, it's what is wrong with you?
I don't know.
But you know, basically, we were saying the same
Yeah,
thing.
she was saying the same thing. So but for Stephanie, she said pretty much B, to not say anything.
to not say it because I don't think you will get over even you say it. You will like it more. It's not
Yeah.
gonna be, I like you, run.
Exactly.
You know.
I think that more, yeah, I'd have to say that flirt with him. See how it goes.
flirtation, yes, but you're not gonna just like go.
You're gonna go throw your stuff at him.
Yeah.
Okay? There's a difference between flirting and throwing yourself at a guy. I'm not like saying, like, wear like your hoochie mama stuff and then be like, excuse me, sir, I like you. Yeah, I'm not saying do that. I'm being very subtle.
That's
but
so
flirt with him.
80s.
Yeah, that is so 80s. I'm sorry.
It's like, sorry.
So 80s. Okay, so,
Yes.
would you guys tell him, would you be Team A and, tell
Or the
him,
team-
and regardless of the relationship, tell him that you still like him, or B,
Not just saying friends.
Yeah, just
but
say
yeah,
friends.
we were saying like, yes, make a move, but not too fast, right? That's basically our opinion, right?
true, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I mean,
we're in between AB.
yeah, we're like smack
like-
in the middle.
Yeah, AB.
But we'll lean a little bit more to B.
Yeah,
Because you're not telling him,
like not now.
but you
it's
can
not.
flirt with him,
Yeah,
which can help.
yeah. Because you don't
Hey,
know.
you only
like,
live once. You only live once. And
You
if
know what? I know, but that's dangerous.
Carpe diem. You only live once.
Always, the next day you will cry. You'll be like, oh,
Well,
you know
you
what?
can learn from the experience as well.
Yeah. Experience, yeah.
It's an experience.
They see each other 3 times a week.
A day.
A day.
Yeah. They have 3 classes
So like
together.
the first period you say I like you, and the second one you were like, why?
And it's like you did something wrong in first period and it like lingers with you the entire day.
It's like, oh, can I change?
Can I move?
Can I move?
Okay.
Yeah, we don't
so-
want that. So flirtation, yes, but you have to be smart at it. But we
Exactly.
need more opinion from
Yeah.
our listeners.
So for the entire section for today, vote Team A or Team B, and we'll see who wins. We'll see which advice would be better
This is so
your
exciting.
This is your opinion. So
Yes.
we're gonna help Christine together as a team, not just myself and Stephanie. You
Yeah.
guys are gonna help her as well.
Like a team play.
Exactly. It's a team effort, starting today. So starting today, our Ugly Truths are going to be a team effort. I have to agree with Buska, though. Love is about timing.
Yes.
Because I feel that certain relationships, even some of my past relationships, if I would have maybe met them now, maybe they might have worked out. But because,
maybe not.
But you know,
You never know.
like you
It's
never
all
know.
about
It's
the
all
timing.
about timing.
Yep.
In certain relationships, you needed that extra heartbreak to fall into a relationship now to appreciate it. So I do feel that love is timing. Sarangan on Timing is a track that we've got for you guys, and we'll see you guys after this.
Oh my god.
All right, with
Yes,
that, we
so-
are back. And it looks
Conclusion.
like, so far, B
Oh, yeah.
is getting a lot
But
of
we have
the
a lot of details about that, right?
True. And Hillen says, yeah, wait until he has a bad day with his girlfriend and make your move.
Yeah.
I'm a guy and I don't know why I'm saying that. Hillen, thank you so much for being so honest.
Thank you.
Yes.
So yeah, basically, you can flirt, but you stay.
Yeah, well,
you watch
exactly.
and then look for the timing.
So continue to send in. Will you be Team A or Team B for story 1?
Mm-hmm.
Should she tell her? I'll tell him that she likes him, or should she wait?
Mm-hmm.
That's the choice that you guys are making on our message board.
Yep.
And what we're gonna do is move on to our second story.
All right, let's do that. All right, the second one from Mexico, Estrella, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Happy 2014, Isaac and Stephanie. Thank you. I have many days just thinking about my problem. I need a guy opinion. You guys' opinion. Okay. I met my fiance at 1.5 years ago. We have so many good memories, and we decided to get married for keep our love forever. 2 weeks ago, my fiance got a really good deal from his company, which is working a different country with all living expenses are paid. First time. I feel so happy for him because he can work and study at the same time that he always wanted to be. But the happiness turns into my problem because of his words. I have to say, stay there at least 3 years full. What? Okay. What? Yeah, that was my reaction. Haha, I love him. Yes, I do love him, but I don't know. We talk about a couple different ways to work this out. First, long distance relationship. Second, long distance marriage. Third, him giving up his opportunity. I have my own thing here, so I can't move outside of my town. I can never tell him to just give up the opportunity because I know how much he wants to go. If we are in high school or early 20s, then I would tell him, I will wait for you. However, I failed long-distance relationship once. I how hard it be. What should I do? Should I wait for his love, this lovely man, or should we just let it go for each other's life? Wow, you're thinking about marriage and you're really thinking about this?
You know what? For our listener from Mexico, I hate to rely this on a drama, but recently, Reply 1994, this is the exact same thing that happened. So, they were set to be married, but...
What, like set?
No, so they had the date. Well, these two.
Right.
So they had the date. They weren't married
I thought
yet.
by the parents.
Well, even so, like everybody knew the wedding date was set.
Okay.
There was a ring on her. There was an engagement ring on her finger in the drama. And what happened was the girl was going overseas. So Ara's character went to Australia for a 2 to 3 year abroad. She was a branch.
Right.
So she was there for 2 to 3 years, and she had to leave like 2 weeks before her wedding. So it's either pull the wedding up or push the wedding back 2 to 3 years. So
really?
Stay engaged, but to push the marriage back 2 to 3 years. So
I don't think that marriage will turn
to put the wedding on hold. Now in the drama, they actually grew apart and then they ended up breaking up. But
of course.
In the end, it was a happy ending because after she came back, they ended up meeting in the drama. They met.
But that's
they
a
met
drama.
up.
You never know.
Exactly. But in the end, they broke up.
Okay.
That was my thing. And I mean, you've been in a long distance relationship
of
before,
course,
and you said it was a bad.
No. Mine worked because it was like it was 3 years long.
But you were younger, like she said, you were younger.
Yeah,
at
I
the
was
time.
in 20s.
See?
Yeah.
So she says if we were in high school or early 20s, I said I would wait for you,
that's what I'm saying. It's like if I decide to marry that man, and when my mind is set, then seriously, I will just live a life or make a life with him. There. I will move with him.
So you would move with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really? That's fun. That's adventure. I mean, even you have like, if you earn massive money, like a lot of money, from your work, then that's a different problem. But if I really like him, I will definitely go move with him. But I'm not gonna, long distance relationship, yes, when you're 20s, that works kind of, but marriage, long distance marriage, I don't think that will work.
Well, it depends, because some people think of the aspect as...
Well, this is overseas. This is not a different country. This is like a different country. It's not like a Seoul and Busan,
But in the end, I mean, all of our troops in Afghanistan or in other parts of the world,
right,
most of the times they are married, they have family, but they can't go with them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, long distance relationships with marriages, because they're married.
Yeah.
They have kids. So, in the end, but this is what I'm saying. Some people think that marriage is it's more sacred than just a boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance type of relationship.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to break. I know that, people think like getting a divorce today is like a freaking trend, and so it's like everybody's doing it.
Yeah, but you still have to go to court and
obviously,
everything.
if you are making the plan that you guys are getting married, if you guys are already engaged and you're thinking of spending the rest of your life with this man, I would feel that if he's man enough to say, well, I mean, obviously in his choices, it was all about you. It's either long-distance relationship, long-distance marriage, or giving up his opportunity for you. So obviously, his head is not in, let's break up. So it's either, are you going to be able to live without him? Are you going to be able to, I don't know how long I don't know how far
3
he's
years
moving.
and
No, I mean,
different country.
So different country for 3 years.
Yeah, no, that will not.
Well, I mean, think about it. I don't know how his schedule's going to be, but if you are able financially, or he is able financially to send you on frequent vacations,
then maybe that will work.
I mean, you have to think of a lot of the realities.
Like options. You have to think all the options. Yeah.
So in this kind of relationship, since you guys are talking about marriage, you have to honestly think about your reality. So think about your income. Think about, plane tickets, thinking about vacations, thinking about holidays. Are you going to spend Christmas together? Are you going to spend your anniversary together? Is Valentine's Day a big day for you guys?
You know what? But there's so many opportunities to cheat.
That's the thing, though. That's why I'm saying some people think that marriage is better because at least that marriage, that promise is a lot deeper than just a relationship. So even though you're tempted,
but like you
think
said,
about it.
the drama that we were talking about.
Well, they
try to get a married man. There's so many girls out there,
True.
maybe looking for a married man, because it's like, first of all, maybe it's fun, maybe, and it's, better because they can pay for their meal or dinner or whatever. There's so many like dangerous things. This is like reality. So if you let your man alone in different country, well, of course you're not safe also. Not like a safe as a like safe or dangerous. I'm talking about the relationships.
Exactly. I'd have to say that, in a perspective of what Stephanie was talking about earlier, I'm not a big marriage person in the beginning, so, I mean, I'm not very big on marriage at all, but if you are already making the step, if you already, are dedicated to this relationship and you think that this is the man I want to spend the rest of my life with, no ifs, ands, or buts. Because if you guys are already engaged, then you guys are already hitting that level.
You know what? But engagement that doesn't mean anything. You have to, like, when this kind of problem comes, then you have to make a decision. I mean,
I'd have to say that I don't know what field you're doing right now in, but I would go with him if you really feel that he is the man of your life.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like even you have a work and whatever, but that companies pay for everything.
Yeah, they're paying for everything for him to do. So let's say
also that includes the whole living thing.
Exactly.
Right?
So if he's going to be getting an education and working at the same time, then for you, I mean, so let's say it was me. I fell madly in love with the guy, and he said that we're engaged to get married, and he said, I need to move overseas for 3 years. What are you gonna do? I do radio for a living, and I speak Korean and English. Mm-hmm. Now, let's say he's moving since it's Mexico. I mean, obviously I can't speak Spanish that well, but I can go and learn.
Right.
And with K-pop being so popular these days, I could go and find a job if I had to. I would, go to all the local radio shows.
Yeah, if you have the skills, then
exactly.
that will not...
That's what I'm asking. Well, obviously she has a job.
Yeah, so we need to know what kind of job do you have?
What kind of a skill would you be able to use? Because if you're good at something, as if you're not lazy, I think that it would be easier for you to just, it's really hard to pick up and go because you have your income, you're very independent.
Right.
But I mean, if you are really ready for marriage, I don't think this is a big step for you. I don't think it should be a problem for you to think that.
There are a lot of people like actually have a problem like this.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's what I said. The first words that I said was, if you really love it, what is this a problem?
One of my former ADs, she met a guy in Korea. He was working here, but he got sent to Texas. So he had to live in Texas for a few years. They got married last year, and she quit her job. But she was more independent than you were. I mean, she's like, I'm never going to get married. I'm going to be single for the rest of my life.
So that's
I don't need it.
So it is dangerous. Me, I'm dangerous.
So no,
so I don't know what kind of decision I'm gonna make.
She's probably gonna like fall head over heels, just like my AD did, and then she's gonna go straight to Texas or somewhere other country and start living a life there. No, because for her, she was very outgoing. She was very independent. She loved her job. Very strong-headed as well, and she had a very good income too. But now she gave that entire lifestyle up, and now she lives in Texas.
Well, maybe because it's a new adventure.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but
for my personality, it's like that.
So for her,
I'll look for a new thing.
I never knew she could cook. Now she's posting pictures of like her making kimchi and like her making like a full-on meal for her husband. I'm just like, who are you and what did you do with my friend? You're just like, what did you do with my husband?
Exactly. People change.
People change. So I'm saying this.
Change.
For our listener from Mexico, if you're already talking about marriage with this person, obviously you yourself, for you to think that, no, I want to keep my job, I want to stay here, but I don't want to let him go.
Oh, that's greedy.
You're not ready to be in a relationship.
No, you are not ready.
You're not ready. You're not ready to settle down, so to speak. So I'd have to say, it is you in your relationship, but it's also your families in the relationship as well. Korea, it's a lot more bigger of two families coming together, but in the end, you get in-laws.
Also, Mexico, they're family oriented.
So I mean, obviously, you're gonna have to try and stick with your husband. So I'd say, stick with your husband if you really, really want to be a part of this relationship. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yes,
I could be wrong. But a lot of our listeners are agreeing that long distance relationships just don't work.
Yeah, long distance relationship and also the marriage, long distance marriage. I never heard about such a thing like that. If it was like an hour or 2 hours, between the part, like I said, like Busan and Seoul, that
a lot
works.
of our soldiers do this right now.
Yes.
But obviously
we're
they're
talking about
preoccupied.
different countries. This
Well,
is like,
no. I know, but even with our troops, I mean, for them in Afghanistan or other places, I mean,
like Yongsan and right.
No, I'm talking about like Afghanistan and they're in the States. I'm talking about military families that are split because of wars. And they're stationed over there.
True, but they work they serve the country. That's a different thing.
This
is a company, and the company is paying for everything. So I think this is much more safe way than a military.
Exactly. So I think that you need to busker up a little bit more about courage of what you really want in life, because especially wedding in general. It's a lot about sacrifice, because when it comes to a marriage, you're giving up your life, well, some of your life, your habits,
to dedicate
it to your spouse. You guys are joining together in a house, in finances, in everything. You're going to raise a family and whatnot. So it's not an easy decision, obviously.
But if you're not ready, don't.
And if you're in this state right now, then obviously, in my opinion, you need to set out your priorities just a little bit more before you start making a big decision.
Yeah, if you have a kid, that's a whole different story.
Exactly.
But if it's not, then yes, you kind of have to think a little bit more seriously.
All right, what we're going to listen to is Primary and Pizzino on the track with Far Away Moro.
All
right.
Sorry.
All right, so we're back. And it looks like we're going to have our last story before I tell you guys who won. And also,
do you want to go first or?
No. We're going to read the last story first. But anyways, Nelly and Lisa are saying for our listener in Mexico, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
Oh, yes. Like we said.
So think of your priorities again. Anyways. All right. So Sharon from the USA.
All right. Hi, Anis. How are you? Today I want to talk about my boyfriend, Jay. He loves me. For me? Haha. How do I know that he loves me? Guess what? He cries. Oh my gosh. When he gets drunk, he cries. and shout out to me, I love you! And tell me every single thing what he likes about me. Still crying. I shocked for the first few seconds, but after that, I thought it was kind of cute. And always feel good to hear thousands of reasons why my boyfriend loves me. But it is embarrassing at the same time. People around me watching us and laugh. Some of them are whistling. So if I stop him, he is like, you don't like me, don't you? Oh no. Still crying. One day I asked him why he did that. He said he doesn't remember. Well, I think he remembers, but just too shy to talk to me because he couldn't look at my eyes that time. He's still cute, but I don't know why he's doing this. Maybe I don't say I love you enough to him. Video recorded and show it to him. And or do exactly the same thing that he did. Just do it. That's my advice.
To videotape it?
Yeah, because he doesn't remember.
Well, I mean, it's not. I don't think that's the point of the message, though.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll just do it, and then if you think that you're cute, then just leave it. But at some point, you will get annoying.
What else does he say, though? Like, does he just say, oh, I love you so much? That's okay, every once in a while, because, I mean, at least he's fessing up that he loves you.
He says, yeah, that's the thing that he would.
If he gets obnoxious about it, like, if you're in a restaurant and he gets too tipsy, he's like, oh, I love you. You complete me. He's like, oh. Then that'd be really embarrassing.
You know what?
I'd be like, I don't know him.
I don't know him.
I don't know you. Go home. Excuse me, sir.
You know what? And the thing is,
I mean, I cry sometimes when I'm drunk, but I don't do this.
No, that's so embarrassing. But you know what?
But I don't like cry. I just like tears.
One of my guy friend had this kind of problem. This is actually we call jusa in Korea, right? So when you're drunk, the drinking habits. He did that for every single girl.
Oh, every girl he
met.
So you guys would all have a girlfriend out, like he'd bring his girlfriend out and he's like, this one too! And that one too! It's another girl!
So you know what? I'm sorry, I know, but maybe, yeah, this is maybe the only truth. You don't know what he said to his ex-girlfriends too. You never know. Right?
Well, a lot of our listeners are saying it's cute and sweet.
Really? Oh my god. I'm sorry. Maybe that's my personal opinion, but I hate that. It's like, I don't know you.
Okay, so I've had a few significant others that cried easily.
Mm-hmm. I used to, not me, no. I used to be mad.
No, because
I was very bad person.
But me too. That's why I used to cry.
Maybe because of our agency.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say that. You said it, not me.
I said
no, for me, when I cry when I'm a little tipsy, it's not like bawling crying. It's more like tears. I'll be talking to somebody and like just, you know,
emotional.
I just get emotional. It's not like, I don't like ugly cry. I just, you know, tear up and then I talk about and it was mostly about what I was stressed about.
That's how you seduce a guy.
No. I'm not gonna cry if I want to seduce a guy.
No, not
I just need more alcohol.
Trump.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that. If I want to do that, I want to do like eye drops. I'd be like, I think I like
You're
it
not.
You're not. You don't do that. When you want to get a guy, all you need to do is make your skirt shorter. Anyways,
that's the only way.
Pretty much.
Oh my goodness.
But what I'm saying is that in the end, guys who have a softer side, yes, it's okay, but. If it becomes a habit, like, I mean, I don't know how many times he's done this, like when he gets drunk and he starts crying to you, saying he loves you.
And he gets embarrassing next day, then, yeah, that's his drunken habit.
Yeah, it's a bad habit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Hillen says, sounds like he has a lot of repressed feelings and confessing to you while intoxicated is the only part of it. It's embarrassing though. It's a little too much, I think. You need to see how open he is sober. So yeah, I think that Hillen, he's a guy too. And I think that, you know, if your man isn't telling you that he loves you on a daily basis,
yeah,
he shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, 'cause like, like most of the times it gets very opposite personality.
True.
Yeah.
You get a very and well, some
The
people
sober
say in
side
Korea when you become elders that when you are intoxicated, your true colors show through. So if you're an angry drunk, then it means that you are naturally an angry person. So I'd have to say that he does have a soft side, which is a good thing, but let's see how he can tame that or bring it out in another way.
Right.
So going back to our first story, Team B won, so to not say
Yay.
anything, not to say anything.
For now.
And I told, our to choose, we told you guys we'd give you guys a K-pop CD for those of you who gave the best advice. So one of the listeners that gave the best advice was whether or not she should say anything, she's still gonna like and think about him anyway. So I agree with you guys. She should flirt with him somewhat, but just make sure you don't throw yourself at him or get caught by his girlfriend. Also, the same listener sent, I think she should stay quiet because sooner or later they'll break up anyways. And I've confessed to a guy before in high school, and honestly, it was just a really bad idea.
Wow.
So good things come to those who wait. So just wait until they break up before you tell him, before a girl snatches him.
I love our listeners.
Yeah, so for the listener who sent this in, we're going to be sending you a K-pop CD.
Yay, congrats.
Yep. Congratulations to you. That was our first 2014.
Oh my god, this is fun.
That was fun. I liked your guys' stories.
Yeah.
Our last track for today's 무명진 with 또 온다. Crying again. This is from the Air soundtrack. We're going to take a listen to this track and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.